starting a journey towards financial independence requires a profound change in mindset, as making your money work for you does not simply mean saving money under your mattress or in your checking account. It is important to understand that, in 2025, new tools, such as online investment platforms, cryptocurrencies, and increasingly digitalized operations, will become even more accessible to everyone. In this scenario, one of the first steps is to cultivate the habit of consciously saving, setting aside a fixed portion of your monthly income for investments. Imagine, for example, that you earn a salary of $2,000 per month and decide to save 10% every month to invest. At the end of a year, even without any return, you would have $2,400 that can be invested to yield more in the future. This discipline, combined with knowledge about how the different types of investment work, opens doors to opportunities that, until recently, were restricted to those with large capital or access to traditional banks. Before going into the details of how and where to invest, it is essential to create a robust emergency fund, which many people end up ignoring. Having a reserve of money saved in easily redeemable investments, such as government bonds or CDBs with daily liquidity, is essential to deal with unforeseen events, such as health problems, urgent home repairs, or even job loss. When you prepare for these eventualities, you avoid the need to resort to loans with very high interest rates or credit cards that, instead of helping, can hinder your entire financial planning. Think about everyday situations. Your car breaks down, your refrigerator breaks down, your child needs school supplies at the wrong time. All of this can destabilize your finances if you do not have an adequate safety cushion. This foundation is the first step to actually allowing the money that is left over to be directed towards investments with greater possibilities of gain in the medium and long term. Once you have built this foundation, it is time to take a step forward and start making your money work for you, choosing investments that generate income or increase in value over time. In 2025, there are numerous safe options, such as government bonds or CDBs issued by reliable banks, which offer interesting returns with varying degrees of risk. On the other hand, there are also alternatives with greater growth potential, such as shares of solid companies and real estate funds, in which you can invest and receive part of the profits or rent. And, for those who like technology, cryptocurrencies and digital tokens emerge as a new horizon, although they require in-depth studies and a lot of caution, since volatility can be high. The important thing is to understand that there is no completely risk-free investment, but rather diversification strategies that allow you to mitigate the negative impacts of a possible financial setback in a given asset. For wealth building to be sustainable, it is essential to maintain a long-term focus and not give in to the temptation of quick speculation, the famous promises of getting rich quick. Always remember that time and patience are great allies for those who invest. If you start investing your resources consistently at the age of 25, for example, you will have a huge advantage when you reach 40, thanks to compound interest that makes your money multiply over each period. Even experienced investors, who can even take advantage of short-term opportunities, know that most of their wealth grows with consistent and disciplined investments. In everyday life, it is common to meet colleagues who, when they see a stock soar, get caught up in the euphoria of the moment without understanding the company's fundamentals and without having a defined objective. Often, they end up suffering losses due to a lack of strategy. It is also crucial that, throughout this journey, you are always up to date and seeking reliable information. In 2025, there will be online courses, digital influencers specialized in finance, platforms that provide detailed reports on the economy, and several ways to compare investments. However, it is important to be critical and be wary of unrealistic promises of exorbitant profits in the short term. Use your time to analyze different perspectives, read about the history of companies, understand how taxation works for each type of investment, and follow news that may impact your investments. Suppose you decide to invest in a real estate fund that is focused on the logistics sector. If there is a major economic event, such as a significant increase in demand for warehouses or significant changes in the supply chain, this can represent both a great opportunity and a risk for the fund. In addition to purely financial strategies, there is a behavioral component that cannot be overlooked: emotional control. In many cases, losses or unsatisfactory results occur because the investor makes hasty decisions, motivated by fear or greed. Imagine a scenario in which the stock market plummets due to a specific political crisis. If you are not convinced about the value of your investments, you may end up selling everything at a low price, turning a temporary loss into a permanent one. Therefore, it is essential to only invest in assets that you understand and maintain a long-term vision, so that short-term events do not shake your strategy. Cultivating this patient and rational mindset is a difference that separates people who really make money work for them from those who remain at zero for many years. Another fundamental point for those who want to see their money yield solid returns is diversifying their source of income. It is not just about having different types of investments, but also about seeking additional ways to generate capital, whether through freelance work, online services, creating digital products, consulting, or even small side businesses. By expanding your sources of income, you give more breathing room to your cash flow, which allows you to invest even more or speed up the payment of debts and, in this way, boost the growth of your assets. Consider the example of a teacher who gives private lessons on the weekends. Even if it is not a huge income, this additional amount can be directed entirely towards investments, transforming a few extra dollars into a significant leap in the medium and long term. Finally, remember that making money work for you in 2025 is not a distant dream reserved only for top executives or financial experts. It is something possible for anyone who is willing to plan, study, maintain discipline, and take action. Start small, if necessary, but stay focused on continuous growth. Periodically evaluate your goals, make adjustments, seek out mentors or groups that can enrich your knowledge and, above all, value each step of your journey, learning from your mistakes and celebrating your achievements. By the end of this video, I hope you feel motivated to take the first step towards a more stable financial life, always remembering that time, knowledge, and discipline are essential ingredients to achieve financial freedom and, in fact, make your money work for you.